Hey builders, welcome to week 6 of a building blocks breakthrough journey. So if you recall, in week 4, the Thursday night before my Friday morning weigh-in, we celebrated Christmas. Well, this week, the Thursday night before my Friday morning weigh-in was New Year's Eve. So as much as I love the holidays, I have to tell you, navigating between Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve while I'm on this weight loss journey, doesn't it make it a little bit more difficult when you're trying to lose weight and then you have the holidays? But again, I would have it no other way celebrating with my lovely husband Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve. But here's the thing, is that for week 5 for the journey, I have good news with my weigh-in because I did lose a pound. Now, I am still a little bit behind my goal of 0.7 to 1.1 pounds of losing a week. But you know what, again, like I said, I've navigated through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and the good news is that I am averaging 0.6 pounds of weight loss per week. Now, so that's good. I'm headed in the right direction. That is awesome. And then now that we're headed into January, where a more normal routine will be back in place, then I'm anticipating that I am really going to bring it home weeks 6, 7, 8, and 9. So it's going to be interesting to see, and I cannot wait to show you how everything works out. But for now, I want to tell you about my workouts. Now, it was recommended to me that I start to dive a little bit deeper into exactly what it is I'm doing for my workout. So I'm going to start that this week with my cardio. Now, I did hit the marks because, again, that's not going to be too surprising because I've been doing this for so long that this really is a non-negotiable for me. So my goal has been 130 to 160 minutes per week. Well, week 5, I hit 140 minutes. Then also my goal was at a minimum 80 minutes of vigorous intensity workout. Well, I did that as well. So that is awesome. But one thing that I want to point out is that my normal workouts, if you will, I normally work out 5 to 6 days a week. And normally I do all of my running and cardio, I do all at a vigorous intensity level. That's just what I enjoy doing, and so that's what I normally do. But what I did to show and to illustrate during the journey is that I have taken my workouts down to only 4 days a week. And then, as I said, I took down the cardio amount to the levels and minutes that I did, and also decreased to only 80 minutes per week of a vigorous intensity level. Now, I did this for 2 reasons. Is that I wanted to illustrate that you don't need to work out 6 days a week in order to get the results that you want. Is that you can just go for the suggested benchmarks that you will get and you will attain substantial health benefits. And just like the recommendations say, that if you're looking for a little bit more, then go ahead and go beyond those recommendations. And also, I want to point out is that you cannot out-work out a bad diet. That when it comes to your health, it is driven by your healthy eating patterns. And that I want you to start looking at your workouts and training as a supplement to helping you to build and become healthier, right? It's not driven by your workouts. You cannot out-work out a bad diet. So with that said, that is exactly what I am doing, is that I am trying to illustrate and to show you that I'm getting these results by only working out 4 days a week. And I am not doing 100% of vigorous intensity workout. I'm only doing 80 minutes. So let's dive a little bit deeper into what it is I am doing. Now, it is the end of December. I live in the Chicagoland area, so my running outside is not taking place that often, but Cooper and I did get one final run-in for the year outside. That was awesome. We did 40 minutes, a steady state of running, and that was terrific. I remember it was a slightly sunny day, which again is unusual for the Chicagoland area of this time of year. And then I'd mentioned before that I have a stationary bike, and so I did my other 3 days of cardio I did on my stationary bike. Now the 40 minutes of running, that meant that I have 40 more minutes that I had to get in with my intensity level. So what I did is I did HIIT training on my bike, which means I put it up at the highest level for 30 seconds, and I stood up on my bike and I was pedaling as hard as I could, and then I brought it back down to level 2 because then I wanted to bring my heart rate back down, but still keeping it up within the intensity level. Is that I did that for a minute and a half. And then as soon as a minute and a half hit at level 2, bringing my heart rate down to about 65%, then what I did is I put the intensity level on the bike back up to the highest level, and I stood up for 30 seconds, and then so on and so forth. I did that for the remainder of the workout. And so that is specifically this week what I did with my workouts. Now I change it up all the time, but for week 5, that's what I did. Now in week 6, I'll dive a little bit more deeper into my strength training. But for this week, just so you know, I did my strength training 2 days a week, and I did it for a total of 60 minutes, which is exactly hits within my my goal range. And then I always do a minimum of 30 minutes of yin yoga, which I'm 55 years old, and I've noticed that as I get older, I really need to make the time to stretch before and after my workouts, but also just carve away those 30 minutes just to get in some specific time dedicated to my stretching. Now, as I said, weight loss and health is driven by what we eat. And so I am happy to report that my 9-inch plate goal and also the method of eating of Choose My Plate, I hit those marks, but we still had some extra Christmas cookies laying around the house. So I did have to move 3 of my marbles from my accountability start jar to my accountability end jar. So shoot. But overall, I still lost a pound this week, and so that's still in the win column, but I am keeping myself accountable. And I am so looking forward to week number 6 because, again, we're into 2021, which is going to be a terrific year, and also the routine is going to start falling back into place now that we have the holidays behind us. So this is Coach Becky. I'm signing off for now, but I will see you next time in the journey with the week number 6 update. Now, please remember, healthy choices build a better you.